welcome to the Lovebird Lane podcast. My name is Julianne and I would love to thank you for joining me this week. I can be found on Ravelry and Instagram as Lovebird Lane, and I have some fun things to talk about today. It's going to be a little bit repetitive. There is one new cast on, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit repetitive from things that you've already seen a few times. But I do have an FO, and if you follow me on Instagram at Lovebird Lane, like I said, you will have already seen this. But I don't really know what else to talk about up front. I don't think there's anything much happening, although I do have a shop update tonight, Thursday at 7 PM Australian Central Daylight Time. And I've got a lot of new colorways and things, and if you are part of my newsletter, you would have got a picture of everything that was going to be available yesterday. And yes, they'll all be in the shop tonight, and I can't wait to see your reactions to it, because I'm really pleased with some of the new things that I have been doing. So I guess we can head on to what I've finished. Alright guys, it is finished. My Stoker Shawl is finished, and here it is in all its glory. It's very, very big. I hope you can see the very bottom there with the tassel. I've got tassels on both ends, and yeah, I adore this. It's just beautiful, and I am really, really pleased with how it turned out. I actually did a proper block on this time. I actually used wires and pins so that I could get this lovely scalloped edge on the shawl. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how it came out. Like I think I said last time I recorded, which wasn't last week, I was about to say last week, but I did give myself last week off, that the sections where I was working on the these garter ridge sections, it started to become a little bit of a slog, but once I got to the lace at the bottom down here, it really took off, and it didn't take very long for me to finish it at all. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. And this is a pattern by KRISTIN LEHRER, who is Vine. You'll find her as Vine everywhere. If you must have been living under a rock if you do not know who she is. And this yarn is, it was Knit Picks Wool of the Andes worsted, but the bear variant. I actually bought this to dye and knit a sweater for Simon, but I have since changed that plan, although I do still have a heap of it, so I probably still could do that. But yeah, I just dyed this. This is a new colorway. I've decided to call it Damson because it's very plummy. And I just hope that I can replicate it, because a lot of people have been really taken with this colorway. Thank you for all your comments on the colorway, if you've commented over on Instagram. But yeah, I don't know if I can replicate it, because I know that I added some dye after my initial dyeing session, which I recorded. But yeah, I added more dye after that, and I can't remember what color or how much that I put in. But yes, it's a schlankety schlanket. I'm not going to wear this for very long because I've been very sweaty today, but it is rather big. I'll step away. So there you go. There is my Stoker Shawl, and I really recommend it. It was really lovely to knit. I kind of feel like I want to knit another one, but I don't think I'll make it quite yet. I do have some other upcoming knits that I really want to work on, so I think I will hold off for the moment. This one will do me for this year, and see how much wear it gets, and if it gets a lot of wear, then I might make myself another one. But yeah, highly recommended, and I did enjoy that one very much. Other than my Stoker, I have 3 works in progress, 2 of which you have already seen. So I guess we can get on to those, and I can show you the progress that I have made. The first one I'm going to show you is my river jumper that you have seen before, and I haven't done a whole lot. I've just done some bits here and there on this, and I have moved along to the next row of repeats. So I'm on my 3rd to last round of repeats, and they are 20 round repeats. So I've just started, I think it's my 3rd or my 4th. I think it's, yeah, it's my 4th round of repeats So yeah, it's just still the same, going round and round. Very hard to see that I've done anything on this, but and I mean, granted, I haven't done a ton on it. I have been working on it, but it hasn't been a huge amount. But yeah, I really do still love this. I love the color, and it's just going to be so snuggly for when winter hits, hopefully, which will be sooner rather than later. We've had a lot of humidity here in Adelaide, and I've got to say I'm not here for it. I do not like humidity, and you know, that was one of the good things about living in Adelaide, was that it wasn't hugely humid, but it suddenly is humid. So yay, that's such a great thing. Like even today, it's only supposed to be 26 degrees, which normally would be warm, but you know, it's usually a dry heat, so it's like as soon as you come inside, it's fine. You're protected from the sun, so you're a little bit cooler inside. But now that it seems to be humid all the time, which it's been for probably the last week and a half, it just feels sticky all the time, even though it's a relatively mild day. But you know, what are you going to do about it? I have got the air conditioner on today, so hopefully that's not too loud, that's not bothering you guys too much. But I can get on to my next work in progress, and this is another one that you have seen. It's in my Home Row Fibre Co project bag. I was going to say handbag, project bag, and it is my Pixelex wrap, and I have just been plugging away on this. I think I'm halfway through my repeats, and I'm halfway through a repeat. I've just started the second part of the repeat, so if I can get this tidied up and hold it up for you. So this is how much I have done. So I think I've done 5 repeats out of 9, in like finished repeats out of 9, and then I'm on to the 6th repeat. And then from there, I've got that other little piece that I knit initially, which will get joined, and then it will decrease in the round into a diamond shape. So I dug this out again yesterday, did a lot of work on it because obviously the deadline for the test knit is next month, and I want to make sure that I hit that and I can give Erin all of the details that she needs. So ERIN KURUP is the designer of this, who is works under the name Remade by Hand, and it's called the Pixelex wrap, which you would have seen on the little doobly-doo that I bring in on the side, the sidebar, that's the word. And you can see there that it's a mosaic knitting, and it creates like these little triangles of mosaic knitting. It is quite fun to knit. It is still fun for me to knit this, even though, like, you know how I said that I have this kind of weird block towards picking it up, which I don't know what that is. But once I do pick it up, I just knit away on it, and I'm happy as Larry. So, so I guess that's what I just have to do, is just pick it up every day and knit on it until I'm sick of it, and then move on to something else. But I am I'm not knitting until I'm sick of it. I am knitting until I can't not knit on my other project that I have cast on, which I will tell you about in just a moment, which is also in singles yarn, because I adore singles yarn. And this is all my own colorways. So this is my singles base. This is Black Hole here, the purpley black. This is Inkwell, the navy, and Whisper is this pinky, greeny, bluey color. And yeah, I'm enjoying this. I cannot wait. I think I said this last time. I cannot wait to see it actually blocked, to get all of the because singles yarn, it's high twist singles yarn, the one that I buy, and so it's not desperately it's a bit squiggly in the knitting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that block out and get a little bit straighter. And yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. Yeah, I'd really like to put another dent in that this afternoon once all my editing is done, and see if I can get really going on that. I'm really intrigued to get to the bit where it joins together and decreases down into the center point, because that just seems quite fascinating to me. So I'm looking forward to getting to that part. I'm really sorry, my neighbour's dog has just decided that he wants to have a bark and a howl. He gets left on his own during the day, and I think he gets really lonely, so he tends to make a lot of noise from time to time, especially with the howling. The howling I actually find quite endearing, but I'm sure not a lot of people do. But yeah, if you do hear a dog barking in the background, that's just Gandalf from next door. There's his howling. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he's howling away. So the next item that I have is the new cast on that I have done. I have been struggling a lot with my mental health lately. I'm feeling a little bit better this week, but last week I was very, very down. I was to the point where I just wanted to go to bed and stay there and not do anything. And as a little bit of a sort of a kickstart to my mood and to try and give me something new to focus on, I cast on a new project, as you do. And as you probably have noticed recently, I've become very much a garment knitter. I prefer to knit sweaters and things like that over accessories these days, even though prior I've always been an accessory knitter, but I just find that I don't wear any of them, to be honest. So I'm trying to make sure when I do get new yarn that I get sweater quantities or enough, or like colours that match with other colours in my stash, so I can do stripes or fades or whatever to create more garments. And this is a garment, so I can stop waffling and talk about what it actually is. It is a cardigan. And I could try and say the name in a French accent, but I probably should not. It is called the Cardigan Péridot. So it is by TRICOT MCL Designs. Maybe I'll show you the back of it. It's probably better. Now it's probably going to be very, very hard for you to see what exactly is the pattern on this. It is very, very subtle. So this is some more of my singles yarn. Let's see if we can get that to focus. And this is Starless, which is super hard to photograph. It looks grey silver again in my viewfinder, but it is actually quite black. I mean, you can see it better there. That looks closer to what it looks like. And it is just a very gently textured pattern. I don't know if you can see there, but every there's an 8 row repeat, and 2 of those 8 rows have just a purl stitch every few stitches. So I don't know if you can really see that. You can probably tell the difference between the sleeve and the back. So the sleeve is literally just stockinette, so you can see how smooth that is, whereas the back has got the purl stitches in there. And I think I am 1 repeat or 1 and a row. That's what it is. I've got 9 rows left until I can divide for the sleeves. So this is something that I've really been hammering, because I went out the other day and I said to Simon, do you think I need to bring a cardigan or something? He goes, oh, I'm going to take a jacket because it might get a little bit cool. And I honestly really wanted a black cardigan and I did not have one, so I thought I need to cast one on. So I dyed myself my yarn, which I have here. I've got 3 more skeins. I think I might need to dye more, because I think the pattern said that it needs more than what I've got. I think I need for my size, although I haven't checked gauge. I haven't bothered with gauge. I just selected a size that had a decent amount of ease for what I kind of feel like my bust is going to be by winter, because as I've said before, I am on a weight loss. I'm on a, I don't want to say a kick. I'm losing weight. Let's just say that I am losing weight. And for anybody who's interested, I have lost 8.9 kilos. So I'm feeling pretty good. And yes, so I kind of just picked a size that I figured would be okay, just selected my needles, because I'm usually tighter than the gauge on most things. When I do check my gauge, I'm usually tighter, so I always have to go up a needle size anyway. So I just went up a needle size. I think I'm using 4mm needles, and I believe I need about 2,000 yards. So I think I need to dye another couple of skeins, but that'll be fine. And I'm not alternating skeins on this because you can already see it's pretty semi-solid. It's all just black, so yeah, I don't know that it's really going to matter. I mean, if I had colour in here and I wanted to try and match 2 coloured skeins, I think I would probably alternate, but in this one I just needed something simple. Black should be pretty forgiving. I I dyed all of these 4 skeins at exactly the same time in the same technique, so I'm sure it will be fine. And because like I just wanted something really simple. I alternated my skeins in my Stoker Shawl, and I just wanted to, and obviously my Pixelex wrap is also kind of alternating skeins because you're doing that slip stitch and whatever. So I just wanted something really simple. I wanted raglan shaping because I really like wearing raglan style clothes, and yeah, I just wanted simple, which this is, and it's really fulfilling that. And it's going to be a wonderful basic, what do they call it? It's cake knitting, because it's not icing, it's not frivolous. A substantial piece in my wardrobe, and it's not frivolous, so it's cake knitting. But anyway, that is it. That is all that I have been working on, and there's not a whole heap to really talk about. I've not been doing a lot other than working. All of the Lights of Loberthal pre-orders are gone. They all went out this morning, the very last of it. So if you ordered those, then you should either already have them or they are on their way. And I hope you're all enjoying your yarn. And on that point, if you are going to hit my shop update tonight, I have 1 skein of Lights of Loberthal left, because my batches are 2 skeins at a time, and I had an odd number of pre-orders. So there is 1 skein that will be in tonight's shop update on Glitz, on Sparkle, I should say. I've changed all my names. On my Sparkle sock base. So if you are interested in grabbing a skein of Lights of Loberthal, it will be in the shop update tonight. And this is the skein in question. So yeah, if you enjoy the Lights of Loberthal colorway, let's see if we can get that to focus. There we go. This skein will be in the shop tonight. And that wasn't in the newsletter. So yeah, if you want it, run at 7 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time, Daylight Time tonight. So I think I'm going to go edit this. I think I'm going to sit and knit some more on my Pixelex this afternoon. Just take it easy, because of last week the last 2 weeks I've been absolutely exhausted, and we had a death with somebody who was close to Simon, so we have a funeral tomorrow. So yeah, it's just been a full-on like 3 weeks, and I'm just feeling a little worse for wear, I have to say. So I've been trying to work only sort of half days and taking some time just to rest and try and get myself back to feeling good again. I was doing, I don't want to go too much into it because you can watch my vlogs on my other channel if you really want, but I was doing alternate day fasting, and I was finding that I was very tired, very hungry, and I don't think it was really agreeing with me, because I'm quite active, and I don't think by not eating every other day, I don't think it was really doing me many favors. It was helping with the weight loss, but my mental health wasn't liking it. So I have gone to a new system where I eat just a small amount every day, and yeah, so I'm feeling good now. I'm getting my energy levels back, which is fantastic, and yeah, my fitness is going up. I was able to take a ride down to Officeworks, because I pack all my orders in tissue paper because I don't like to use too much plastic. And if anybody's interested, I do use compostable satchels, and I also use tissue paper to wrap your orders. So everything there is biodegradable. But the whole point of me saying that is I ran out of tissue paper because of all these Lights of Loberthal orders that I've been sending out, and I ran out of tissue paper. So I only have a bike during the day, or my feet, or my scooter, like a kick scooter. It's not a powered scooter. And I was tossing up. I thought, do I really want to go all the way down to Officeworks? Because it's, according to Google Maps, it's a 13-minute bike ride, but I cannot manage it in 13 minutes. Let's just say that. But I'm like, do I want to go down to Officeworks, or just want to go up to our local shopping centre? And I was just like, oh, I'll just go to the shopping centre. And then I thought, what if they don't have what I want? And I went through this whole mental thing, and I just jumped on my bike and I rode down to Officeworks, and I managed to make it in one go. The last time I did it, I had to stop halfway. But today yesterday I just powered on, and yeah, I was very, very excited. I'm very proud of myself, so I'm telling everybody. So there you go. I'm telling you now. I haven't thought of a question for this week. That is very poor of me, isn't it? I know, on the note of cycling, what is your favorite exercise to do? I'd really like to know. Do you like to walk? I'm very much a walker. I enjoy walking a lot. And now that I'm getting fitter, the fact that I have my bike, which I adore because she's a retro looking bike with a basket on the front. And yeah, I adore my bike. So that is my new favorite way of getting around. So I'd love to know what you do for exercise. What's your favorite exercise? I also dabble in yoga and dance exercise. So I try and keep myself very active, and yeah, I'd love to know what you do to keep active. But I think I will leave it there. All the show notes are down in the description. I keep forgetting to say that. They are always in the description down below. If you have any comments or questions, please also leave them down below in the comments section. I try to answer those as often as possible and as quickly as possible as well, but that doesn't always work out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic week until I see you again. I will try and get next week. Last week I was down, as I said, so I thought I would not be creating a good podcast for you, but this week I'm feeling much better, so hopefully I can maintain that and I can be here every week. I aim to record, edit and upload every Thursday, so I hope you will join me next time as well. So until then, happy knitting, happy crafting, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.